Welcome to another exciting Godot game dev tutorial. My name is Kemojalo. In this tutorial, we are going to be looking at adding score system to our 3D endless runner game. To follow along with this tutorial, there is a starter project linked in the description below. You can go ahead and download it. When you open the project file in Godot game engine, you realize that I made some modification to the game environment to make it look a bit more appealing. Also, there is a new folder in the resources folder which contains the font that we are going to be using for our score labels. Now the link for this font family is linked in the description below. Now we can go ahead and add score system to our game scene. Now to do that, we can select the main node. From there we add a control. And now we can select the control and then add a label. Now this label is going to be our score label. We can just rename it as score label. And now we can select the score label, and in the inspector we can set the text to 0. And we can set the horizontal alignment to center and the vertical alignment to center. After that, we can scroll down to custom fonts. And from here we can create a new dynamic font. Now click on this dynamic font, and in the settings you can set the font size to be 32, and the font, we can just go ahead and load the font that we are going to be using. In my case, I'm going to be using Gotham light font. I'm just going to select that and press open, and from here now we can stretch the label size, score label size, to make it fill the game window, the width of the game window. And after that, I'm just going to increase the height a little bit. Now from here we can just run it and see how it looks. Now it looks okay. Now we can go ahead and start scripting to make sure that the score increases every time an enemy is spawned. Inside our main.cs file, we can go ahead and declare two variables. Now the first one is going to be a private int score variable, which is going to be our score variable, and the second variable is going to be private label, and the name is going to be score label. Now this is going to represent the score label of our game score. Now from here we can scroll down to the ready function. Inside the ready function, we can set the score variable to be 0. It's going to start with 0, and the score label is going to reference the label in our game scene. Now we can do that by pressing label, then get node, and then the name of the node. Now the part of this node is, if you go inside the Godot game, it's control, and from there you have scroll label. Now that's what we are going to be typing inside here. It's going to be control and then score label. From here we can just go ahead and save it. Now remember, this is supposed to be double quotation. Now we can scroll down to spawn enemy function, that is the unspawn enemy timeout function, and inside this function we can go ahead and increase the score by 1, that is score plus equals to 1. And from here now we can set the score label to this score, and the text is going to be score dot, then we change it to string because the text is already in integer, so we change it to string. And from here now we can just save this and run the project inside Godot and see how it looks. Now each time as the spawn function is called, the score is increased by 1, but if we rerun it again and see how it looks, you realize that the score started adding up before the enemies in fact approaches or passes the enemy line, the player's line. And to fix that, what we are going to do is to make sure that our score start from negative values. Now we can just go back to VS Code. Now instead of setting the score variable to be 0, we can go ahead and initialize it with -5. That is, we set the score in ready function to -5. Now inside the spawn enemy timeout functions, we can just add if the score is greater than or equals to 0, then set the score label as the score. Now we can go ahead and save this and rerun the game and see how it looks. Now that means that the score label is going to be 0 until the enemies start to read the player's line, and then the score is going to be updated. Now that's it for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and if you like this video, you can go ahead and press on the like button. And what do you want to be covered on this channel related to Godot? You can go ahead and leave your comments in the video below. Thank you so much for watching and have a nice day.